Hi, this is Brandon from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the barbell overhead press, and also commonly called the military press. This is a standard, good old-fashioned upper body exercise, great for developing the shoulders and the triceps. You also get some extra back recruitment, and it's overall just a really good full body exercise. You see this a lot, probably in bodybuilding, powerlifting, and strongman communities, more so than anywhere else. And for the most part, it's a pretty good exercise. The only limitations are going to be for people that happen to have shoulder problems or shoulder complications, or have had the history of shoulder issues and complications. This exercise might cause those individuals problems. If you're like someone like me that has really bad shoulder mobility, we have to get the mobility somewhere else to compensate to finish the exercise. And generally we see that in the thoracic spine or the low back is where we're seeing the complications. So if you also are somebody that has low back issues with poor shoulder mobility, this is probably not an exercise for you. But overall, it's a good standard hypertrophy and strength exercise. You will need a barbell, and ideally having a rack to put the barbell in is more ideal. You can certainly clean it up to your shoulder height as well. So to start, I really like to prefer to have my hands a little bit inside my normal bench press grip. So I'm usually out here for my bench press. I'm actually going to bring them in just a little bit. And then I also prefer to press with my thumbs in a false grip, but you can certainly have them around, whatever's more comfortable there. Obviously with the false grip, you do risk losing the barbell a little bit. So for safety concerns, if you're a first time user, just go ahead and put your thumbs around that barbell for me. Now, after we're here, we're going to get it in the front rack position. Okay, so you don't want to necessarily have it in a clean position because you are going to have to get your hands around it. So just have your hands here, briefly hold it up, make sure your elbows are underneath the bar. And I really prefer like a staggered stance to walk it out. By all means, you can have both feet. Staggered to me is just a little more comfortable. We're going to raise it up out of the rack. Get my feet good and even, basically underneath my hips. I want to make sure my hips are forward. We don't want to leave my butt back, and we don't want to be overarching. Have the barbell sit here on my chest. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press over my head, shoot my head through the window, and then come back. So notice I keep the barbell in close, and as soon as I pass my head, I work on shoving my arms back to line them up over my hips, and then back. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to be like this. That's really, really hard. Here, and then come back to the in position. It's really quite as simple as that. The main things you want to make sure you don't do, like I said, one's pressing out here. The other ones you want to make sure that you're not really cranking back like this to finish the exercise. So you don't want to look like that to finish the exercise. That is definitely a no-go. Some really things you want to focus on here. This is like a strength exercise. When it comes to programming, I think 3 to 5 reps is good for your strength side. By all means, you can definitely perform a 1 rep max if you're doing conjugate style training, but 3 to 5s I think are great for strength. And of course, you could also do it for hypertrophy work, more in your 6 to 10 rep ranges as well for about 3 to 4 sets. It is a compound exercise, so if you're looking for, one of a good bang for your buck upper body exercise on top of the bench press, this would be the other one. Some people just call it the press. And then you can obviously do chin-ups and pull-ups and dips, and those are some pretty well-rounded upper body staple exercises that you should see in your training program. Other than that, I think that it covers the barbell overhead press. Again, just make sure you're keeping everything good and locked in. Hips are locked in. You can feel your whole feet. You're getting your head through the window, and you should pretty much be good to go. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.